What is up, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Danny Show. I'm your host, Daniel Cody, giving you commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. Thank you guys so much for joining. Let's talk about tonight's episode of NXT. Tonight, I'm not going to talk in the order that everything happened. I'm just going to give you my quick thoughts of what's first on my mind. Let's first off, I don't usually do this, but let's start with the main event because we had Trick Williams and Oba Femi taking on A-Town Down Under Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Now, Oba Femi is set to face and he will defeat both Grayson Waller and Austin Theory at Vengeance Day next Saturday. And if he feels like it, he will stack them and pin them together, much like Roman Reigns. But I don't think he's going to do that, but I think it would be nice if he did. It'll be cool and entertaining. However, tonight in the match, I really expected Oba and Trick Williams to win, even though they are huge heated rivals, because sometimes rivals make entertaining tag teams. You think of how Kane and Bryan Danielson became Team Heck No, and they were angry at each other, and then they were like, I'm the tag team champions. I'm the tag team champions. You think of Batista versus The Undertaker. They made a tag team. The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin were a good tag team. They even faced off against Kane and The Undertaker in 2001 before turning on each other after Austin had got the pinfall victory. Of course, enemies make great tag team, and I thought this was going to be one of those scenarios. But thanks to Eddie Thorpe's interference, we didn't get it that way because thanks to Eddie Thorpe interfering, Grayson Waller got the pinfall for the team, pinning Trick, and Eddie Thorpe continued whipping Trick. Now, first of all, I know Eddie Thorpe is Native American heritage, but isn't it a little offensive to whip somebody like Trick Williams in the month of February? Are y'all trying to draw heat? I understand you got to be a good villain, and sometimes being a good villain means doing things that'll draw major heat. Look at JBL. JBL knew how to make us hate his guts back in the day. So I understand drawing heat, but you definitely gonna draw some heat for this, or maybe I don't know, but that's a heat draw right there. You are whipping Trick Williams in February. That just ain't right. Speaking of other things, let's move forward. We saw a lot of women's matches tonight. We saw Stephanie Valkyrie open up the show, defeating JC Jane, and in a backstage interview, she told Fallon Henley in an interview backstage that no one can help you. I'll see you in hell. Because she is the Dark Angel who is supposedly supposed to take on the character of Sexy Succubus. I don't know. But in any event, now to some people that's Rhea's job. But in any event, moving forward, you have her. Notice Lola Vice walked by. Why was that? I don't know. But you know you got to watch your back in the back. You got to watch your back backstage. But in any event, moving forward, and of course, it's dark. You don't want to be in a dark garage or anywhere dark at night by yourself without protection. But in any event, rapists and killers hide out like that. Moving forward, we would also see Soul and Zarya take on the team of Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley successfully. We also saw Kalani Jordan take on Carmen, and I could tell that Kalani was a bit drawing towards the dark side with her makeup tonight. I don't know. It was something about the makeup and the eyeliner. I don't know what it was, but it just looked a lot darker, and she has definitely gone a bit over to the dark side, winning the match, but continuing to attack while Jada Parker. Always great to see Jada Parker, not for lustful reasons, folks, but Jada Parker is really cool. By the way, it was so entertaining to see all the NXT stars at Royal Rumble. It was awesome. The men's and the women's Royal Rumble were awesome. So be sure to check out my thoughts on that. Great to see all the women of NXT represented at the time, and they were here tonight. Jada Parker giving Vic Joseph the nickname Snitch Joseph. That was funny. But great to see Jada Parker witnessing Kalani go over to the dark side. I guess Jada Parker's back on face now. Of course, Julia couldn't make her appearance last until 5 minutes later because Roxanne just had to talk, and Bailey and Roxanne would fight amongst each other on the microphone. Bailey giving honor to Dusty Rhodes, God rest his soul, talking about the original NXT days. Also, WWE has an NXT channel. We also would see Julia come out. Julia said, Roxanne, you're nothing without the title. And guess who comes out later? Charlotte Flair. A lot of people agree that that quote could be said for her, which is why Cleveland probably booed her. And it was a 50-50 ovation tonight on NXT because they feel like Charlotte is stealing the championship spotlight and hogging it up for herself and not allowing some of the newer talents to get a spot. And like I said, I personally respect Charlotte. I think she's cool, but I think, like I said, someone else could have won the Rumble. Who knows? Roxanne could have won the Rumble and went to challenge for NXT or WWE's Raw Women. Who knows? Maybe an NXT rematch with Tiffany and Roxanne. That would have been pretty good. But moving forward, she got a 50-50 ovation. And now that Charlotte is the favorite, I don't know who would make a good match. However, Stone Cold and The Rock faced off twice. Why not Triple H and The Undertaker faced off 3 times? So, hey, maybe they can face off 3 times. I don't know. As long as it's good. Of course, Cora Jade comes in and starts caning everyone, and now we're going to get Bayley versus Cora Jade next week. Bayley was about to get Roxanne as well because keep in mind, Roxanne said some insultful things about Cora before Cora came out. So those two are never getting back together. I'm going to tell you something. Cora and Roxanne are as dysfunctional as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. No, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn more dysfunctional as a friendship. If you have friends like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, or Cora and what's her name, Roxanne, or even DIY, because if DIY break up one more time, y'all don't need to get back together again because y'all can't trust each other. But in any event, moving forward, a lot of foul language, by the way. But in any event, moving forward, let me know in the comments below, who do you think would make a good match with Charlotte Flair? Let me know your thoughts on tonight's episode of NXT. I'm your host, Dan Cody, giving you commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. I will see you guys next time.